Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the MI podcast. So today, we will talk about optimizing landing pages. Landing pages we use, which is actually leads to from when the person goes to your ad, clicks on it, he comes on a landing page, and the expected outcome of it is that you go on that and you fill a form, or it's directly you're selling something on your site, or maybe it like customized kind of a product page, so the guy goes and purchases it. So basically it is about converting on that, right? um, it is so crucial to have an optimized landing page, and it's such a integral part of online marketing, is because it's it's your shop. It's like where you call people from everywhere. What kind of a messaging you can do? You can have all kinds of advertising, influencer campaigns, any kind of branded content or anything, but they all will lead to the landing page. So when they come on the landing page, you're supposed to convert. That is where the marketer is going to be judged on, is conversions, and the conversions will have to come on the landing page. So if you are getting a great click through rate, people lot of traffic coming onto your site, end of the day it has to convert. So basically when a user comes on the landing page, he you have to make it the best case possible that he converts when he whether he's filling a form, or it is like directly purchasing the product from there or something, but whatever is, the goal has to be fulfilled. So it becomes really crucial to optimize your landing page. And with increased competition, it becomes increasingly difficult to convince an online user to take that action. So what are the things you have to do to optimize? Obviously you are seeing you're getting a good click through rate, you're getting good amount of traffic onto your landing page, but it is not converting. So what are the checklist you can have, or what can you do specifically to improve on this? So this episode is to go through the same. So, firstly, you have to have a headline which is eye catching. Now, you could call these things even clickbaity, right? But I would say everything online is supposed to be something to induce an action. Like, you can't have a very standard thing, it has to generate excitement. That is what marketing, media, or any kind of art form, it has to arouse the emotion, attention of the user to take an action. So you have to have a headline where it is eye catching. It is using something which is a specific pain point for your TG, whichever TG you're calling them. And it should be something where it appeals to them, right? When they read it, they feel, yeah, this is something which I would like to know more about, or I would like to take this forward from you, and at least continue on reading on that page. So having done work on your headline, one of the major parts of in copywriting, that have to write a headline which appeals. Like even in the old times when there were no digital ads, there were, say, a banner ad somewhere, hoarding. It was about the headline. So it's the first point. Like if the person doesn't read the headline, it's not to come. It's like the subject line of your email. If it's that's not appealing enough, there's no chance only given to coming going forward in the process. From in the first stage only you're out, basically. So this is extremely crucial, and should be do take a lot of effort in creating an eye-catching headline. Then your copy, go through it quite a few times, see the structure in it. Is there a kind of a story that you are narrating in this? Like, are there points specifically there, in a particular sequence? Is this making sense? Like, even not only grammatically, but even in a way in your domain, does this make sense for someone to kind of at least read through the whole thing? So There are various techniques to use, I would say, to optimize your copy. Um, Basics is about, like, I would say, keeping it simple, just it be engaging, informative, and it's like easy to read. Also, I have observed that within your copy, if you have more points, it sells more, and then those things are highlighted or bolded, and also those sections that within there. So everything has to be kind of an organized way. Everything is fitted um, in a way where it's there's a good flow in it. So that has to be kept in mind with respect to the copy. Then your obviously your images would come in. Your images should be high quality. Not only I'm talking about the the image, the quality of the image, but this would also relate to the aesthetics of it, right? This image has to, end of the day, appeal to your audience, because it can put off an audience if it's not up to standard. With so much of, I mean, media we consume in Instagram and YouTube and all, and also there's certain standards that people already have, so you have to follow those kind of standards. If we are giving, like, most of the time these are with stock images that we use on the landing page. So a certain amount of standard has to be followed, where you're selecting those images also, and then kind of going forward with things which would relate in your TG in that domain, really makes sense with those images as well. So awesome. Your optimization also would be with respect to mobile devices, because I think at least 70% of the people that are coming on the line, it is through a mobile device. So, very rookie mistake that is done by a lot of marketers is that they don't even have a look at how the landing page is looks in on a mobile device. I mean, that if you're 70% of your or more of your traffic is coming on that, so it should come. So I've seen many places where there are a lot of alignment issues also with respect to your landing page. So that should never happen. It should be optimized, because now mobile screen level responsiveness should be there on it, right? That's a given now. So even though this is kind of basic in today's day and age, but a lot of people overlook it. So it definitely should be in your checklist. Then your main button, there should be only one CTA on one landing page, right? So CTA, as in like the call to action, when you say submit this form, or book now, consultation or something, whatever is a CTA, there should be just one. And in many cases, I've seen the CTA is somewhere, it is even kept above the fold, right? Like, where even if you scroll down, the CTA is still visible. So very immediately a person can just take that decision and go on that form, because it's always there. It's like a subscribe button or something in like a YouTube video. If it's constantly there, and at one point where just it just connects with your bandwidth, that whatever the content appeals with the user, he will just subscribe at that point, and that is thing is in right in front of him. So basically your CTA button, in terms of testing, is like the color, the font, the size of it. Those things uh, can be this thing, tested with this different ways how you can design it, so that and see what is actually converting. Then a very important part of any kind of marketing material, especially landing pages, is the social proof. Social proof is that, in generally, people, they like to see a thing in a certain setting where they feel the other people have already approved it, like it's already being accepted. That is a general kind of human nature, like everybody likes to be part of a group and follow something. So that is a general human nature. So you would want that, that there's certain kind of approval from a group, like in the form of a review or a testimonial, that is there. Different in today, testimonials are in different forms. Even short videos are made. Not only you have the text thing, which is very today's gen is very obvious, like it has to be there. Like I've not seen any landing page which is without a testimonial. So but in a video testimonial, that adds even more credibility to your in terms of the landing page design. And you have to think of different ways what other things can be associated. Many people show the awards they've won or the milestones of the company or something like that. So you have to just think what would increase my credibility that should come on the landing page. Then your forms have to be very simple. Simple is just that, like they shouldn't like have 6 7 fields on it. Just have max 3 or 4 fields, like your name, email ID, number, and maybe a message or something, like very basic, simple, quick to fill and all. Because the more details you ask upfront, the more probability that the people not take it forward, like because they will nobody will be comfortable, right? Or even it's not about comfortable, it's like about just the inclination of the person to kind of take it forward, because there's so much competition. So why will he, if one place they are just asking for his email ID, um, he will just give that compared to maybe your one number and all these things. And also in some cases it's important, obviously, having the number where you can be directly contacted. And also there are a lot of forms that are filled, which the person also would like to take it forward and give the number, so that the salesperson whatever calls them up and has a proper discussion. So that is there, but in general I try to keep the fields to a minimum. Awesome. The most important part is A/B testing on with respect to landing pages. So, when you have a landing page, there are various different elements, like you mentioned. So, as a marketer, you'll have a feeling, okay, one thing will work, the other thing won't work, and also you have to perform these certain tests. You have to list down, in terms of there are options for A/B testing, obviously in Google Ads, and also other platforms that are there. So you can see different forms of an advertisement, and it's getting a certain amount of traffic. So you have, say, three forms of your ad, like version. So version A, version B, and version C. So say they are getting 30%, 30%, and 40% of the traffic, right? And you can just see which is performing better, right? And in maybe, as an example, in version A, you would have a different hero image. In version B, you would have a different kind of the CTA button color, or in one you'll have different kind of images showing it. In one you'll have your above the fold certain information is there. Some information you have something different as a header or footer. So there are different kind of things where you can use in A/B testing as is like an experimentation, and then see what is working, and then go forward with it. Landing pages, as I said, since I mentioned so many points, is because that is the amount of work that needs to be done, right? As a marketer, in so many, I would have experienced small and medium sized business, you have your ad campaigns is where 80% of your results would come, right? When you have 80% of your results, all those campaigns are going to come on landing pages, right? Even if you're doing it for an e-commerce store, the person he clicks that, whatever that product page is, like a landing page, right? There can be a different kind of a product page also, versions for different kind of ads, right? But it's so crucial. That's why all this experimentation work has to go to keep optimizing the same. Awesome. Then you have your metrics. So metrics is what are the numbers you are seeing with respect to your particular landing page data. So that would have your the traffic coming from what different. So you have a say specific landing page. Traffic is coming from what sources. What kind of a bounce rate is there? From which maybe social media channels. Yeah, this is coming. from which maybe keywords when you see your Google, your search console, from what kind of searches are the people coming on to a certain landing, because landing page is relevant not only for ad campaigns, but also your SEO people searching for. You would see specific landing pages coming for specific things search, right? It's not going to come on the whole your home page. It's Google link takes you to a specific part in the website, right? That would be relevant for the particular user. So these things, they you need to review them, see where you are specifically lacking with particular metric, and then take an action specific, because you know where is the weakness, and then you can devise strategies of how to work on the same. Awesome. So it's been a great session on landing page optimizations. I would encourage you to keep experimenting with your landing page designs, and different elements within it, like I mentioned in this. And definitely, if once you do it, I've observed the conversion rates can increase by even 100% if you do this really well, like compared to earlier. And then after you do a lot of good optimization, follow all these best practices, it can really, so this is the importance of it. And definitely you all should work on these landing pages so that you can increase basically a conversion rate. So thanks a lot, thanks for your time. I'll see you, take care.